get erased because I am the eraser. Oh, yeah. Sink yourself into a full-size knife. Yeah, full-size. M390, supposedly. They're not out yet, by the way. The eraser. You remember the eraser? CRKT made it, too. Of course, it was Liong Mod Design, right? But Liong made these, too. And I had one. I kick myself for not having that anymore because I got it at a good price because there were scratches on the clip and this, and it was, god dang, I got lit on that. Okay, but there were scratches on the clip, this and that. And it was when I was having my YouTube knife sales. I'm not doing that now. I have a website, LuvThemKnives.com. L-U-V, them knives, all one word.com. But, okay, and by the way, I have the Eutectic Trinity and the Eutectic EFD, Everyday Field Duty, on my website. And I got a big bundle deal going on with, you get the glow in the dark patch, you get the koozie, and you'll get a new one, not one that I've been using, and that kind of thing, whatever, channel sticker, etc., for free as a swag pack deal. Okay, and a lot of people have been buying them too, by the way. But Liong has them on his website too. So let's get back to the eraser. So I had the eraser. I was interrupting my own story. Yeah, marble carbon fiber. Oh. But it was, it was a frame lock, of course, like bolster lock thing, right? Okay. And different than this, right? Because this is not a frame lock. Check this out. It's a liner lock. Well, it's a lot like my Field Duty 3.5, right? A liner lock, okay, which is wonderful, wonderful. This one's S90V. I like the Arctic Storm. This is so awesome. And I think he's going to offer fat carbon, on these as well. I hope so, because yeah, I don't want mine in my card. I'll take it in carbon fiber, fat carbon fiber, more carbon fiber. No. And you know what? A total titanium would be cool with that. Like he did on the Lanny, all the texturing on both sides would be great. That'd be a great option too. So, but I think I'd take the fat carbon, okay? But this dog is, this is a monster, right? It is. It's a monstrosity monster because it's the big dog, right? Look at, is that 4 inches long, Black Blade? Hello? It's a little bit more than that, isn't it? Oh, down here. Oh, yeah, more like 4 1/4 down here. Oh, what's the cutting edge? Okay, well, 3.65, something like that. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. Okay, overall, bang, 9 inches right there. Almost 23 centimeters, like 22.8, something like that. Okay. You got you a knife now, and you know what? The ergos, just psh, 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 like a pistol grip. They feel really good, and you can jump up here, get crazy with it. Of course, I'm not going to get crazy with this because this is the only one in the entire world, right? Well, probably not. Maybe he's got one, but I got this from Leon. It came in a roller pack or what. This is my thing for that Field Duty 3.5. This is mine, but it's going to come in something like this, right? So I thought I'd have this at least for backdrop. But that is badass right there. And I've always liked the eraser. I don't know, and then it makes me feel a little weird when I talk to Liong and I go, yeah, but the eraser, right? Because he's all caught up in the Lanny and the Cuff and the Field Duty. Look at this. Okay, so he's caught up in this and, the Cuff 3.5 and the Lanny. And are you just seeing me just throw these out here? Like, what? What did you do? Rip him off? Yeah, but they haven't found his body yet, so what the hell? And people are just spitting their coffee out. Okay, or their beer. Yeah. Is he going to get these knives back? I don't think so. Well, okay, never mind. Yeah, he will. Thursday. Here in a couple days. Yikes. meeting him in Vero Beach. But don't worry, I'll hang him with the barbecue tab. He loves that barbecue, and I'll tell you what, I love that Texas barbecue they serve over there too. Pepper and salt barbecue. If you're in Florida and you ever get into the Vero Beach area, mama, you're in for a treat. I swear to God. And here's that cuff with the crossbar lock, not in full titanium, but in full carbon fiber. 3.5 coming out, coming out. Yeah, this is enough. I was going, I'd like to see 4-inch, but 3.5. It'll get her done. It'll get her done. Yeah, that is so light. Okay, never mind. We're going to talk about that in a different one. Okay, and the Lanny too. You're out of here, and so are you, crazy people. We're going back to the eraser because we want to get erased, okay? Because this is good. And what do we got for a weight on this thing? I mean, just look at this. Well, look at it compared to, by the way, let's say some of you guys probably got the Field Duty 3.5. Okay, here you go. Field Duty 3.5 is a good sized knife, okay? But it ain't that big. Not according to that, right? And does that change it a little bit when you change the perspective there? Okay, yeah, whatever. It's definitely not that. Okay, so I got to take good care of this, which means I'm not going to rip it apart, okay? Because I'll get ripped apart. Because I got to get these back to him. But I get to play with him for a couple weeks, so that's good. Grams. 130 G's, right? No, it doesn't cost you 130 grand. It's 130 grams. Okay, hold on. Get out of here. 4.6 ounces? Wow. I mean, I've seen a lot of 9-inch knives hit about 6. So 4.6? That's not too shabby, is it? Actually, that's pretty damn nice. I mean, not a whole lot. I mean, this is 3.8. So this is not even an ounce lighter than this, okay? Jeez. Okay, that's interesting. And this one's got a little bit more, look at this, 0.57. That paramilitary 2 is a 0.47. Okay, so the PM2 is a lot thinner. Blade stock is probably about the same as this. Yeah, this is a 0.14, so 3.7 maybe. Yeah, 3.7 millimeter. I think the paramilitary 2 is like 3.6, 3.5. So this is that, if maybe just a skosh thicker blade stock. In M390, but will it be available in Magna Cut? Will things change between now and the time these go into full ass production? I'm thinking maybe. And so if it were up to me, I'd like to see it in Magna Cut, only because it's kind of the newest craze, but also Magna Cut has a lot of corrosion resistance. They're using it in the Salt series of Spyderco, right? And they're using it in that water salt type series for Benchmade as well. And so, okay, if they got that kind of confidence, then okay, because this has a lot more chromium in it, but I guess it's once you austinize the Magna Cut, it becomes, I mean, after it goes through the heat treatment, it just somehow the right things get together and make it very corrosion resistant. Okay, so there's your lockup here, and that's not too shabby, is it? Okay, hardened steel insert, ceramic detent ball, blah blah blah. You know all that, right? And oh, by the way, yeah. This liner here is titanium. That's why you can see a hardened steel insert in there with the detent ball in there. I can't take this apart because it ain't mine, and and it's just one of a kind, I think, or one of several, pre-production models. So, and there's your backspacer and stuff, and there's your bent pocket clip. And will it flip? Yeah, it'll flip. So you can go left and right hand. That'll be good news to those lefties that like a real knife. And finger flickable. Oh. Now, is this supposed to be a front flipper, or is this just, this is not supposed to be a front flipper. This is just the way this is. Okay, like this. Yeah, I was making the same mistake with something else, with like the Lanny version 3, which is, this one here. And see that? You go, that's not a front flip. And he goes, you're right, that's not a front flipper. Quit trying to flip it, front flipper. It ain't gonna work, okay? So, now the Lanny's bigger. No 3.25, it's 3.5 inch blade, blah, blah, blah. A bunch of other different changes, including the fact that it is also a liner lock with a titanium liner, all that kind of rigmarole. But this is really comfortable. This thing comes up and really captures your hand. So if you got really, really big hands, you might be backing yourself up like this. You know what I'm saying? So, which is not necessarily uncomfortable. Grab it around this way, reverse grip, great. And this is going to be nice because you know what? You're making contact. So actually, kind of like the Cuff, which is a kitchen utility folder. You want to make contact. Okay, yeah, you can. But you can with this too, right? Okay? So this could be good as well, okay? Because that flipper tab is not so ridiculous that it becomes a problem, okay? So, okay. And guess what? You got a whole lot more blade up there, okay? And while these other ones are going to be in Magna Cut, right? I mean, like the Cuff, Magna Cut, right? The Cuff crossbar lock ones that are going to be in carbon fiber and full titanium, they will be in Magna Cut as well. And the Lanny is slated to be in M390 as well as the Eraser, but who knows? Who knows? And then, of course, the G10 Cuff 3.5s, they will also be in Magna Cut. Okay, so they're going to be the 3.5 Cuff. I'm going to have to break down and get one. I wish I'd have bought a 4-inch one back in the day, and I'm sure you could maybe pick one up here or there on the secondary market. God only knows, but the 3.5 not going to be bad. And if I'm going to do it, I think I may get the full carbon fiber one. Let me just show you something, right? Pick up the carbon fiber one, 4 ounces, boom. Full tie version, what do you think? Almost 6. This definitely feels heavier than this. This feels like nothing compared to this. But this is some dog right here, baby. That is some dog right there. That is a lot of titanium. Okay, just saying. But the Eraser, it's coming back. Maybe early 25, somewhere in there. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think it'll make 2024. I mean, because there's just too much stuff. This crossbar lock cuff stuff is going to be coming out, but this may not be out until January of 25, the full titanium frame lock 3.5 cuff will be out in Atlanta in June this year. Then the cuff ones in G10 a few months later, maybe September or so, right? And then God only knows about the crossbar lock ones, and the Lanny version 3, and the Eraser. So lots going on there. Working on some other things too, but I'll let you know later. With the Eutectic line, especially, and I should have pulled out the EFD Everyday Field Duty because I'm working on a project for that. And I do sell both them and the Trinity, okay? And there's going to be a third model in this Eutectic line coming out soon. So we'll be talking about that as well. Lots going on with Mr. Ma. And wow, I can't believe it. He's got to be busier than a one-armed paper hanger. And, what is that? A one-legged guy in an ass-kicking contest or something like that? So that's what they used to say in Oklahoma. Okay, now, but yeah, this is good. This is good. And I'll leave you alone. But what do you think? Eraser. You know, you got to get erased, don't you? I think so. I think so. Um, Take care, my friends. Yeah, I'll give you the links to Liong Ma stuff. And I'll put the link to my website too, because I'm doing the Eutectic stuff. And you get the extra swag bag pack, you know, the swaggity swag for free. So you can stick that on your patch wall, glow in the dark, all that kind of craziness. And you guys, stay sharp.